everyone, it's Crafty. I just wanted to make a little introduction to this video. Most of my crafts have a story behind them, and for this craft, my daughter is in the holiday concert at school, and she asked me to get her something to make her more festive. I think some of the kids are wearing Santa hats and antlers and what have you. So I went to the craft store and they have the ready-made necklaces and earrings and everything, and I saw the pics and I said, you know what, I can make her something that's unique. So I went and pulled out all the pics and I made her this pretty little headband, and the concert was last night and she got a lot of compliments on it, which was great. They were surprised that somebody made it and it wasn't from the store. But she also has a little sister. So if you have more than one, that if you make one for one of them, the other one's gonna be like, what about me? Yeah, you know that story. So I made this second one for the little one, and when she saw the first one, she was like, where's mine? So when I made the first one, I wanted it to look nice from the back so that if anybody's behind her, it doesn't look like all glue and horrible. So when I made the second one, I did the same thing, and I realized that when I added some beads to it, it's reversible. So that worked out really well. So if you want to wear it to the right or the left. And then I also made some earrings, and everybody got to be festive. But then I thought also, it's ugly sweater season. If you wanted to, be festive, but not necessarily, commit to the ugly sweater, these headbands and earrings are great, because then you could take them off if you don't want everybody to see your ugly sweater. If you're not in a place where that would be good. And that's it. So we're gonna go into the craft, and thank you for visiting. Bye. So to start out with this craft, I did not have a black headband, so I used a yellow one, and I wrapped a black ribbon around it, and then I swirled some silver ribbon. So this is just the foundation. Then I took apart this purple pick, which I just thought was absolutely pretty just by itself. So I snipped it off, and then I took it apart, and then I decided how I wanted to lay it out on the headband. I love these little snowflakes, so I wanted to put them around. Now, these are very plastic, so please be careful with your hot glue gun. Just a little touch, any more than that, and they're gonna fold up like an envelope. So I'm just gonna throw them around here and there just to dress it up, add a little color, bring the color around. And they came out really pretty. I had a couple of leftovers, so I'm gonna use that for something else, and you'll see later on in the video. So how I had said in the introduction, I didn't want the back to look all messy. See what it looks like? So I do have these glittery holly leaves. So I'm gonna just snip them off and decide where I want to position them. And then again, they're plastic, so you want to be careful with your glue gun. Go easy on it. And just a little here and there. And then if you need more, you can always secure it later. But this way, the back looks pretty from any height. So for this headband, I did have a red headband on hand, so I just swirled some silver around. Ended up using all this silver. I have to go get some more. So that was the base. And then after that, I have this beautiful lace poinsettia. I think I picked this up at the dollar store, and I'm going to use the whole thing. It would not pull apart, so I ended up having to snip it. So just have your tools handy. And then I'm going to also use the other part later. So once again, I'm just laying out my foundation, deciding where I want to put them. Be careful with the glue gun. For this project, I did burn myself and I had a little blister. No big deal. I expect that every time I pull out the glue gun, and I've been using it for years. Now this is the top I was talking about. I love these little swirly sprigs. They're very whimsical, and I thought they would add a nice touch, and they make the headband look a little bit bigger without adding a lot of weight to it. Now, I also wanted to add a little ribbon in the front. I had this glittery ribbon, so I wasn't sure how I was going to place it on there originally, but I made them into loops, and I'm going to attach them so that they look like a bow coming out of the top. So again, be careful with your glue gun, but this came out as a nice centerpiece to the whole headband. Now, the basis of all of these earrings are actually home decor. I'm cutting out tulle in this shot, but you can see in the background, I have these little ornaments for the mini trees. That's the section that I got them in, and they have so many choices. You could just make a million earrings. I asked my daughter what she wanted, and she liked the snowman, so that's gonna be the centerpiece. Now to tie it into the purple headband, I'm going to use those 2 purple snowflakes that were left over, and I also took white snowflakes, I painted them with glue, and then I added some purple glitter, and those are going to be reversible so that it looks nice from the back just like before. Now I laid out all of my pieces. I'm just going to cut some wire, and I'm going to use that to attach my earring back to my snowman with a bead in between. The rest of it I'm going to attach with that silver ribbon, and that's why I ran out of it. Little piece by piece, but you really don't need me to talk you through it. You could just watch. Now for the earrings that are more grown up, I used these little picks. So I pulled them apart, and you may have to use your wire tool to get them out. Sometimes they give you a little hard time. But I just glued some ribbon on the front and the back. So there's my beginning. I'm going to glue this one on the back so that the red comes through and the silver's in the front. But you can make them either way if you want the red in the front. And look at how quick and easy that is. You don't have to do any beading. You don't have to try to string a bead. That's for sure. And I'm going to put this bead on anyway. And then I'm going to attach my earring back. And it's an instant earring. And because it comes in such a big bunch, I can make a bunch of them. So if you want to make them for friends or for everyone in the family, go right ahead. You have so many choices with these. It just so happens that I had these little embellishments, but then I also decided that these aren't glittery, so I could also make them glittery. So I just painted on a thin layer of glue. You don't need a lot. Don't go crazy. And then I just dip them into my glitter and just roll them around, kind of like an ice cream cone and sprinkles. I just want to thank my daughters for modeling for me for this video. These are all the things that we made today. I hope you've been inspired to make something for yourself or your loved ones. Have happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year.